everyone, I am Silly Rabbit and welcome to Long Live the Queen. I've wanted to play this for ages to show you guys and I finally figured out how to record it. Yeah, I haven't played this for about a year. That was honestly the last time I played it. I cannot remember the exact dimensions of the game. So I'm going into this pretty new, but I do know some of the things to expect. But also just to say, I never got very far. Never. So I may need your help along the way in the comments. So if you feel like giving me a helping hand, please leave a comment and tell me what to do. Yeah, but let's get started and try some stuff. Okay. There's a lot of reading in this as well, guys. So I'm gonna do like the basic reading, but when it gets to the point where it's repetitive, and you'll see what I mean later, I'm not gonna reread everything. Okay? So this is Jocelyn, King Dowager, Duke of Callery. I'm just gonna call him Jocelyn. Hey, Jocelyn. Okay, we're almost home. Your room is just the way you left it. Elodie, Crown Princess. This is who we are. We are Elodie, and we are a princess. I know it's very hard to leave your school and all your friends, but I've arranged the best possible tutors for every subject. You have to work hard this year to prepare yourself before your 15th birthday, but I know you can do it. You'll learn quickly, and you'll make a wonderful queen. It's what your mother would have wanted. This is not what Mother would have wanted. She wouldn't have wanted to die and leave me. No, she wouldn't. But sometimes bad things happen. You have to pick up and carry on. All of Nova depends on us. On you. I will be here to guide you until your coronation, but the decisions you make are ultimately up to you. Come, your maids are waiting. Okay, so this is like the intro stuff. I'm going to go through it with you guys, because even though I've played it before, I'm guessing a lot of you guys haven't. As far as I remember, like the main thing is there are events that come up where you might die. So you have time before these events to build up certain attributes and to do certain things to hopefully prevent you dying. And like I said earlier, I have never made it very far. So I expect the very first round of this, we're going to die very early on because I cannot remember exactly what to do. Okay, so tell me more. You'll be controlling Elodie, the almost Queen of Nova, as she tries to prepare for her coronation. To do that, she needs to take classes in every week in order to raise her skills. So she's got skills, mood, outfit and classes, as well as a log along the right and a menu as well. The skills she learns will provide different choices in the ongoing plot. Learning the right skills can mean the difference between life and death. This is what I was telling you about. You also need to keep an eye on Elodie's mood. With her mother's tragic death, Ellie is not very happy right now. The mood button will take you to her motion screen for more details. Elodie is feeling both afraid and depressed. As you can see, the hearts are down, way below this average kind of line. But her strongest emotion is depressed. If she becomes more cheerful, to cancel out the depression, her strongest emotion would then be afraid. So if that went up to there, then afraid would be the strongest. Okay. Elodie's current mood affects her ability to learn. It will give her a bonus to some skills and a penalty to others. Let's take a look at the skill screen now. Okay, it looks super duper complicated, guys, but it's actually not that difficult. Skills are broken into 4 main categories: social, physical, intellectual and mystical. Inside these categories are skill sets, groups of 3 related skills. You start with 0 in all skills. So we get, with depressed, we get a bonus to expression and animal handling, but we get a penalty to royal demeanour, conversation and athletics. Every week Elodie can study 2 skills. Normally she earns 2 points in a skill for every weekday that she studies. If she studies history, she will earn 2 points times 5 days equals 10 points. Very simple. Because Elodie is depressed, she has a -2 penalty to the social skill set, conversation. She doesn't feel like talking to people right now. If she studies conversation, she will earn us 2 minus 2 points per day. That is 0 points. So there is absolutely no need to study anything to do with conversation when she's in this mood. However, she has +1 bonus to the expression skill set. If she studies one of the expression skills, she'll earn 2 plus 1 points per day, which means 3 points per day, 15 points for the entire week. If you study a skill you have a penalty for, you could be wasting your time and not learning anything. If you study a skill you have bonuses for, you will learn much faster than normal. All of these bonuses and penalties will change when Elodie's mood changes, so you can also gain bonuses to skills by studying related skills. Check the skill screen every week to see your current bonuses. Once you know your mood, skills bonuses and penalties, you are ready to choose your classes for the week. The classes screen breaks down a skill set by category for your morning and evening classes. When you select a skill set, the 3 options on that set will appear for the right side of the screen. So, if you choose a class option for both morning and evening classes and click the done button, it will appear on the lower right corner. As you play through the story, you will sometimes see feedback bubbles appearing over the text. This will tell you what's happening behind the scenes. Bubbles like this will show you when Elodie's mood has been altered by events. Bubbles like this will show you when the story is changing based on what skills Elodie has learned so far. If the test fails, there is some option being missed because she doesn't have enough points in that skill yet. This feedback is very helpful in figuring out the different options to try, but if you don't want to see it, you can turn the bubbles off in the preferences menu. Now get ready to become a queen. I'm going to leave the bubbles on because they are actually incredibly helpful, especially when you mess up and you don't know what you've messed up. Then when you go back and do a do-over, you know which bit to focus on. Okay, so she is still very depressed. So she gets a pluses in animal handling, and expression. So those are the only 2 that we're going to kind of focus on. So maybe we should focus on expression, and they've got the subcategories, which are decoration, instrument, and voice. So yeah, so we'll do expression, and then we get to pick over here decoration, instrument, or voice. So decoration is drawing, painting, arranging flowers, dressing well. Instrument is, harp and flute, and the voice is singing. We might as well do one of that, and then one of that or something. And that will be her classes, if I remember, for this week. So you don't get to pick like every single day, you get to pick for a week. So you get a bonus. So our voice is increased by 15. You discuss the nature of beauty, looking around at landscapes, objects and people, and comparing their aesthetic elements. So decoration is also increased by 15. What's that noise outside? Who's there? Oh, it's my cousins and my aunt and uncle. This is Lucille, the Countess of Nix. Darling, we are so terribly sorry to hear about your mother, Fidelia. I'm not good at these names. Elodie, thank you. And this is Laurent, Duke of Merva. You look well, niece. Hi, Lottie, or Lodi. I'm not sure how you would say that, but this is Charlotte, Lady Merva. Elodie. Hi, Lottie, I haven't seen you in ages. Will you be staying long? Yup, Mummy said we'll be here all month. So she's a little bit more cheerful, as you can see. Maybe we'll have some time to talk later. Now that you've finished studying, what will you do for the weekend? So you can do a walk in the gardens, which makes you more lonely but also cheerful. You can sneak out, which makes you more willful and more lonely. Playing with toys, +1 yieldly, lonely and cheerful. Attend service. I think that minuses depression. I'm not sure if that means like it makes you more cheerful or if it puts you more towards depressed. I'm not sure. Visit Charlotte. We could do that. Dungeons, no effect. There's no point doing that. Explore the castle. Visit the tomb. talk to your father. Let's visit Charlotte. Again, there is a set way to do this that prepares you for an event later on, and I cannot remember at all what we need for the first event. So we're going to go visit Charlotte. I love this room, it's so much bigger than mine back home. You should visit more often. It's awful that the only time I get to see you is something like this. I know your brother and sister are still too young, but why haven't you come to school? My mother worries about me. She doesn't think anywhere but home is safe. I understand. I'm probably not going to be allowed to leave this castle until my birthday. And she's more cheerful now. But at least we can have fun together here. So that made her more cheerful. But she is still technically depressed and still afraid. I think it says that she is just generally afraid right now. So she is afraid. So bonus to agility and faith, penalty to royal demeanour, weapons, intrigue and military. Which kind of sucks, because the thing is, some of these, they sound way more important, and they are way more important. So things like weapons and military and intrigue, they are super duper important, and it is worth training them up. However, there is no point doing it if you're literally going to get nothing, or very little. You're going to get a massive penalty. So agility and faith. So agility is dance, reflexes and flexibility. I think reflexes is important. And there's faith, meditation, divination and law. I can't remember this happening really early on, the faith thing. I could be totally speaking out of my arsehole right now, but I cannot remember anything to do with the faith being super important really early. I think it's more this kind of thing. So we will do agility and reflexes and flexibility, I guess. So yeah, can we change your outfit? Oh, we only have the one outfit right now. Oh no. Okay, so we need to do agility and reflexes, and again agility and I think we might actually need to do dance for an event. I don't think it's like a live or die event, but I do think it's an event. So I'm going to pick dance. So let's just work on that for now. Okay, so that was your teacher walks around you, prodding a finger at you slowly in order to train you in blocking those touches without triggering fear or faster breathing. And then the afternoon stuff, you practice curtsying, standing and walking across the floor in a graceful manner. So that's already 2 weeks down. Just keep that in mind. It's not a day, it's weeks. Okay, what's the commotion outside? Father, what's going on? This is Juliana, Duchess of Ursel. I've come to pay my respects in honour of your mother, Jocelyn. You have no respect or honour. It's because of you and your powers that my wife is dead. What? I am a lumen, as was she, and like every lumen, I am willing to give my life if necessary to protect our domain. Your line has been traitors for 200 years. I won't have you corrupting my daughter. That is for the crown princess to decide. Elodie, your mother trusted me, and I have much to teach you. I cannot remember for the life of me if we should let her stay or not. I'm going to let her stay because I think it opens up like a new thing for us to learn. Aha! More willful. As you wish. Okay, and again, what do we do for the weekend? So this is the lumen stuff, and this is the father stuff. I don't know. Let's talk to our dad, because we've been here for like 2 weeks and not talked to him. Dad, what really happened to Mum? She was a lumen, a magic user. It was meant to be in reserve to defend our domain, but she insisted on... You don't need to hear that. She used magic. It drained her strength. She thought it was harmless and it wasn't. Eventually her heart just stopped. That's why I don't want you involved with it. Okie doke. So what's our mood like? A little bit willful, but our current mood is still afraid. So again, it will probably be better to focus on mystical or physical. I think I'm going to focus on physical mainly. Again. Reflexes, and then maybe some faith stuff, which is meditation, finding and maintaining your own inner peace, interpreting signs from nature interpreting signs from nature of what the future may hold, and law, the magical history of Nova. I'm trying to think of what's actually helpful. I'm going to go with divination for now. So she's going to learn agility and some faith stuff. Wow, that actually, the bonus, it increased by more than 15, it increased by 16.65. So, you practice with a jump rope to increase the speed of your footwork. You practice solo tennis, hitting the ball against the wall repeatedly in order to train your hand and eye to react. You may now play sports on the weekends and the afternoon. You learn that gods cannot be forced to divulge information about the future, and that the most powerful omens are those which arrive unexpectedly. Okie doke. He loves me not. Lottie, do you have a boyfriend? Not really. I just like to play with the flowers. All of a sudden, the Duchess of Ursul rushes into the garden and points a sword at you. No, not at you. At your feet? Princess, don't move. I'm gonna hold still. Oh, composure, we failed. You want to hold still, but you don't have the composure to hold your position without leaking. And if I'm right, this means that we're dead. So, got to take a note that the first thing we need is composure. You look down where her sword is pointing. There's a snake in the grass. So I'm more afraid. You can't help it. You squeak and jump back. The snake tenses and prepares to strike. No! Your cousin pushes you aside and the snake's fangs sink into her leg. Ugh. Lottie! Too late, Juliana swings her sword and cuts off the snake's head. What's going on out here? Your daughter's been bitten by a milk viper, and they're poisonous. Get a herbalist right away. I will treat my own daughter. I certainly can't trust anyone to keep her safe. I'm sorry. I don't feel good. You will be returning home to the murder immediately. Your aunt to the point. Milk vipers are not native to this area. That snake should never have been here. Someone may have tried to kill you. Will Charlotte be okay? I don't know. Well, that really sucks, and as you can see, Charlotte has gone. Or Lottie, she's gone. So, maybe we should go and see Juliana, because we just haven't bothered to do it yet. What is it you wanted to teach me? First, I need to know if you have your mother's crystal. Oh, we don't have enough lore. Are you kidding? What crystal? The source of power for any lumen is a particular magical crystal. Once you've bonded with it, it becomes a part of you as long as you live. The royal crystal has been passed down from ruler to ruler for generations. It belongs to you now, except that the king may be keeping it from you. Do you have a crystal? Of course. She holds out her hands, light flickers above her bosom, and then, with a shower of sparkles, something takes shape. You reach out to touch it, and it dissolves away into nothing. Oh, it belongs to me. No one can take it from me until I die. You need to find a crystal that belongs to you. Okay, well, we just maybe nearly killed our cousin, which kind of sucks, but you see what I mean, like, if she hadn't stepped in the way, we would be the one that would be dead. So it depends on what you're working towards. So our mood is still afraid, which is really annoying actually, because I kind of do want to work on something else. So that means again agility and faith. We could probably work on law and reflexes. Again, that's kind of what I'm aiming for anyway. So law and reflexes done. You practice running at high speed back and forth over a small area, making quick turns and changes in direction. So this time again it increased by 17.57. So like the more you do it, the higher in the skill tree you get, the more it actually increases each time, which is awesome. Only a lumen can channel magic, and only with the help of an attuned crystal, the ability to crystals can be passed from parent to child upon the lumen's death. So that's kind of cool. You've got that bit of knowledge now. The castle seems quiet with Charlotte and Emery and Zara and their parents gone. It's certainly not empty though. It seems like we've got more servants every day. I was so worried about Charlotte after that snake bit her. But her mother said that she's okay, so I guess it turned out alright. It said test poison failed. Yeah, don't know. So we haven't got enough poison for whatever on earth that was. Maybe she has a guardian angel. Wow. So now we can make ourselves angry by doing this. I don't think we should go back to her until we have enough lore or the crystal. I don't know what to work on, to be honest. I don't want to be afraid very much anymore. I think this also, sneaking out, is actually a really dangerous option. Like, I know it gives you 2 willful and 1 lonely, but I think if you do it like 3 times on the trot, you get caught and killed at some point. I can't remember exactly, but I don't really want to try that. I'm going to do this one, which is 2 yielding, 1 depressed and 1 pressured, and see if we can get moved to a different thing so it's not just afraid all the time. Sitting in on court sessions is not fun at all, but it pleases your father and it may be important for your future. I still look so unhappy. Look at Elodie. What's our mood? Still afraid. We're more afraid. And we're like, okay. I thought I did good, but we're still afraid. Oh my gosh. How frustrating. I'm just going to keep doing the same thing. See what happens. You practice tennis against multiple opponents, learning to judge at a glance when a ball is too far away to reach in time. This time it only increased by 0.78. So I think that must be like a cut-off for up to a point until something else gets higher as well, and then it can increase again. Yeah. You may not increase this skill until your other agility skills are 25 or higher. So unfortunately, I just wasted an entire week working on this for no particular reason. I should have been doing the other agility things because it's only gone up by 0.78, which really sucks. But now we've done it once, we know, so we're not going to do that anymore. Okay, the kings and queens of Nova have all been lumens for centuries, but in modern times magic is only used for ceremonial occasions and the direst of emergencies. Long ago, the content of the Borealis was ruled over by a single witch king until a rival line of lumens challenged for the crown. The resulting war went on for 100 years with powerful spells that damaged the land so badly that even now, no plants will grow. One of the maids approaches for your attention. My lady, couriers arrived from the Duke of Sedna. Foreign intelligence failed, foreign affairs failed, because we haven't been training that stuff. We have a Duke of Sedna? No. My lady, the Duchy of Sedna is in Talassi. They have brought you a letter and a gift. Condolences on the death of deeply regret, best wishes. Oh, what a beautiful necklace. Court manners failed, but we are a bit more cheerful. Something sparkly will make me feel better. The thing that bugs me is I can remember this being bad. Something to do with the necklace not being a good thing. I didn't get an option to pick to wear it or not. That sucks. Okie doke. Where should we go? I want to be more cheerful, I guess. I'm really confused about what to do. Let's try the walk in the gardens anyway. So a bit more lonely, but a bit more cheerful. A walk in the fresh air helps you forget about the burdens on your shoulders. I still look awful though. Look at the face. So we're still afraid. We're super duper afraid. Oh, okay. I need to get angry in order for that to change, so I can go play sports. That will help, I guess. Yeah, I don't want to fall into this trap on the next run through because it really sucks. Okay, so we need to change the other stuff so that it needs to get up to 25, I think. So let's go. So you learn to relax and evaluate the tension in your body, then to practice the different types of motion available to each of your joints, twisting, shifting and rotating. And we are now at the max for lore, so we have to change and do something else. Okay, so legend has it that long ago a horde of Yeveni on the back of the tentacled monsters rode into the Valley of Mead, laying waste to all in their path. Their conquest was only halted when a lumen raised a great flood to drown the invaders. Legend says that the island domain of Malini was once a single island instead of a cluster, until an invading Novan queen raised a terrible pillar of fire that shattered the land into pieces. Okay, so again, if we can't do lore anymore, we have to do something else in that category. As you're walking, you spot a familiar figure in the palace gardens. It's the Duchess of Ursel. Maybe I should go and say hello. You notice that seated beside her is a woman in the robes of a priestess. They are very close together, their hands gently touching as they speak. Looks like she's busy. You turn and walk in a different direction so as not to disturb them. At that moment, you notice something unusual. It looks like someone just left the palace grounds by going over the hedge. Was that a servant or an assassin? I'm gonna call the guards because I think I remember looking over there and dying immediately. I might be wrong, you guys. If you've played this before, you can tell me if I'm wrong. I'm more angry. That's good because I'm less afraid. Guards! However, by the time the response is organised and directed to the area beyond the palace, there is no sign of any intruder. You wonder if you're only imagining it. So I'm gonna go play sports so that I'm not afraid anymore. We take to the court for a few games of tennis, feel the thrill of competition. I still look so awful. What's going on? I'm still afraid. Everything else is down here, and yet afraid is the thing that I'm still getting bonuses on. This sucks, man. Yeah. Let's just change it up a little bit. So, we're up to 34.60. You practice walking on the arm of a partner. Oh, okay, like arm in arm. Not literally walking on their arm. Oh my god. Okay. Following their cues to pause and turn while keeping your eyes closed. You practice different partner dance positions, closely held at a distance, and non-contact, and the appropriate hand placement for each. And meditation, because you haven't done this one before, you practice assuming a sitting position that allows you to be relaxed and tranquil without being so relaxed that you're likely to fall asleep. As you're walking up the stairs, a maid comes running down holding a towering pile of linen. Words are difficult today. Elegance failed, but our reflexes were a success. You swiftly step aside and let her pass. Okay, so I guess that means we didn't fall and die. I'm not sure if that was one of the ones where we might die. I know we missed it, so we didn't get knocked over. Maybe we could go and visit Juliana now, because we have as much lore as we can at the moment. How do I find my lumen crystal? Your father probably knows what happened to it. What if he destroyed it? They can't be destroyed. He could throw it away, but then someone else might find it. No, he'll keep it safe. But if it's mine, wouldn't it matter if someone found it? But if it's mine, it wouldn't matter. It's attuned to you, but you haven't bonded with it yet. If it found a compatible host, someone who was like you in some way, it could bond to them. Okay, so we got absolutely nothing from doing that. I'm really sorry, guys. Probably shouldn't have bothered. And our mood is exactly the same. So, yeah, I think that's right. Okay, because we need to get over 25 to carry on. Okay, you practice circling your arms and kicking motions of your legs to stretch out your limbs. You practice bouncing motions with your arms and legs to increase the muscular effect. You have unlocked a new outfit. Awesome! You close your eyes and relax every muscle of your body, in turn letting that feeling travel down through you from head to toe, from your head to your fingertips and toes. You take slow, deep breaths, letting that air move through your body, feeling it give you life and energy. Jocelyn. There is a man here to see you. He wishes crown funding for a project of his. Remember, the treasury is not unlimited. If you choose to invest, you will have less money to work with later. Your Royal Highness, I have a plan to print books using metal letters which can be moved and reused. I need to borrow 875 lassie to assemble the metal and a factory to mould and cast the type. With this system, we will be able to create new books in a fraction of the time that it takes now and make copies and send them all over the world. Production and trade failed. I don't know much about factories or trade. Would it be really worthwhile? We are not interested. So because I didn't have enough of those other things that it popped up with, I don't even get the option of picking to do it or not. And that super duper sucks. Oh look, Ursula's gone. Ugh. Play with toys? I'm gonna do this, the sports again, just because I really don't want to continue to be afraid all the time. You take to a court for a few games of tennis, feel the thrill of the competition. Now we just look sad. Awesome. And we've got a new outfit, let's check it out. Tutu, boost agility. Don't I look so cute though? Don't I look cute though? Okay, sorry. Okay, mood. We are currently depressed. So what does that do for our skills? It adds bonus to expression and animal handling. So that would mean we should probably do some expression and animal handling at the same time. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure what this means. I know we have a plus because of the outfit we're wearing though. So we need to do expression and animal handling. Let's do our voice again and animal handling. Horses, dogs or falcons? I'm gonna do dogs first. Just because I feel like that's more likely to be a threatening thing very early on. But I have no idea. Okay. So we're now at 31.65 for that. You learn the difference in resonance between the chest, the head and the nose. You learn about the different vocal ranges from the most profound bass to the rare coloratura soprano. Not good at Italian. You visit the kennels and learn about different breeds of dogs. Banyan, Duke of Marie, Earl of Serenitatis. These are difficult words. Your Highness, my sympathies for your loss. Even after all these years, I sometimes forget that my own mother will never be coming back. Thank you. Oh look, we changed in the picture too, like, she's so cute. However, I must call for your aid. The Ixionite occupation of the county of Ibrium has gone on for too long. Now is the time to push back. Foreign Affairs also failed because I haven't done it yet. I know there's been some problems with Ixion, but I don't know the details. I guess they're occupying South Marie. Military also failed. Haven't been working on it. This is what I mean. Like, these are the things where they're actually more important, but I can't seem to get a bonus in them just yet. That's why I'm not going for them, in case you're wondering why I'm not. I don't know anything about the military. I don't want to fight. There must be a peaceful way to settle this. I will send for diplomats from Ixion and try to come to some arrangement. We're yielding. Thank you, Your Highness. Your Highness, if I may ask, that necklace you're wearing, where did it come from? It was a gift from the Duke of Sedna. Then you have made arrangements with him? Court manners also failed. What sort of arrangements? Your Highness, that is a courting gift. The man wishes to gain your hand in marriage. Oh, I didn't realise. Okay, so it doesn't kill me, but it means that I'm engaged to someone I've never met. So, you know, it's kind of like death. Okay. I'm going to do this one again, just because I want to see if we can get a different bonusy thing. Or should we? Should we do yielding? Or should I be like more willful? Because maybe I can do military stuff in history. I don't know. I'm gonna do this one. You sneak out the castle to have a little fun. You enjoy your freedom, but your father won't like it if he finds out. So there's only a certain number of times I can do that. We're still depressed, and we're a little bit lonely, but we're not afraid, which is awesome. Which means we get an expression in animal handling. So again, and I'm going to do a bit of horses as well. I just want to try and even it out a bit. You tap out chiming dyads on a glockenspiel, learning the basics of harmony and rhythm. You walk around the stables, meeting the royal horses, learning about the breeds and the names of different parts of their anatomy. The representative from Ixion is here. Be careful. No one wants to give up prizes that they have won. You have the full support of my sister and myself, Your Highness. Let's get this over with. This is Bryn, Duchess of Hellas, Countess of Dysnomia. Not even history. Failed. I haven't done any history or anything. I need military, and we need history and foreign affairs and court manners. None of these things I'm doing. Your Royal Highness, thank you for granting me this audience. I'm sure we can come to an amicable agreement. Let bygones be bygones now. We will forget about your unapproved attacks on us, and you will transfer us the rights to this little province. Foreign affairs, still failed. We can be good neighbours again, without any lives being lost. Foreign affairs, failed. Foreign intelligence, failed. I'm not going to execute the guy, and I don't have enough to bluff or intimidate. So we either offer him money or surrender the province, and I think the province he's talking about is literally ours. Or is it the thing where they're sitting around and talking about it? Okay, I'm going to offer him money if Ixion withdraws. That is not acceptable. All the land north of the river belongs to us. We are willing to offer some payment in exchange for the inconvenience you have suffered, but nothing more. I believe we could settle the matter for 8,000 gold lassie. That's an awful lot of money. Accounting and trade, logistics, failed, all of that. We're going to have to agree, because I don't have anything else. Negotiating like this is stressful, and we are pressured as well. Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't want to be afraid again. Lonely, uncheerful. I don't want to be yielding. I want to be willful. But this can make things very difficult if I do it too often. It can make things difficult. Okay, now we're willful. So what does that do? Intrigue, military, and lumen. Awesome. Oh god, about time. Okay, maybe if I do have to replay this, we're gonna try and make ourselves willful really early on. Okay, so intrigue and military are the things we need to focus on. So, where is it? Intrigue. Foreign intelligence. Military. Strategy. There you go, that will do. Okay, the current Duke of Sedna is 26 years old and unmarried. He might be considered a good marriage prospect if you desire stronger ties with the domain of Talassi. Okay, well, you know, we're wearing his thing. Apparently we're engaged now. You study the strengths and weaknesses of different weapons in battle formations. Okay. There are reports that a Keithong has been sighted leaving the old forest. What's a Keithong? Well, I've got so much lore though. Are you kidding? The beast is the body of an enormous golden cat, a sharp beak and spikes on its back. Eek. Several experiences in southern Caloris are already thought to be the work of this creature. What do? Should we send hunters? The traditional policy on stray beasts is to hope that they return to the forest and stay there. So, nothing. Hunters are no match for such creatures. You would only make it angry and waste more lives. So, we just let it eat people? Everyone dies in the end. What the hell? Also, there is a letter for you. Talaris, the Duke of Sedna, will be arriving next week for an official visit. Awesome. Again, like that kind of felt like a warning that I shouldn't go out in case I get killed, which kind of sucks. I do still want to be willful, but there's not much I can do. Oh, I can do this one. Visit the dungeons. It gives me willful and angry. Affected by willfulness and angry. You sneak a peek at some of the luckless peasants held in the dungeons. Petty thieves and troublemakers now suffering in the dark. They're obviously bad people, but seeing them so miserable still feels unfair. There must be a better way. Okay guys, I'm going to leave it here because this is getting a bit long now. And we haven't died yet. We're at week 12 and we're still not dead. So guys, if you liked it, remember to leave a like and a comment and let me know what you think I should be aiming for. Like, should I have been trying to sneak out a lot more early? Should I be aiming... Well, obviously I should be doing way more about history and military and foreign affairs and things like that. So let me know what direction you think I should be going for if you have any hints or tips. And also remember, if you haven't subscribed already, feel free to hit that button. Okay, I'll see you in the next one, guys.